Welcome, viewers of the stream. This is a race between Snorms, and we are going to pronounce it as Zan, Z-A-S, because our accents do not really work well with his name. So he will be Zaz for this. I think he's a he. Yeah, I remember him being he. Anyway, this is this is going to be a real interesting race. This is, I'm not kidding you, one of the most hyped races that I have heard from the grapevines of the other top competitors. So this is going to be the one to watch. So this is going to be very interesting. While we're gonna do a quick chat. And NJ, what do you think of the card?
Right, let's have a look at this card. So something that sounds out straight off the bat is you've got a really nice middle goal. You will most likely be going for the shiny anyway to get the red scale if you wanted to get the XP share for some sort of evolving goal if there is one on there. But it does mean that the court. That's all. I think having a nice easy middle goal like that is quite nice. There is 20 TMs on there, so we could... Actually, when I'm looking at it now, there is quite a few TMs now that I'm looking at the card. TM 21 and 27. That's quite a free goal. That is a Sunday goal, but I do see a defeats a Lapras on there as well, which is a Friday goal. So we might have to see some clock resetting.
Yes, right. This run does seem to be a real spread between the Friday and the Sunday case. Anyway, right, both races are ready. So I'm about to leave the race thing with them. Okay, countdown for them has started because they had both
very excited.
Alright, so yeah, like you said, there is so what day would you use? Because there is actually a right choice, as weird as it sounds, but I want to know what you would think and your reasoning.
So I would probably, looking at this goal, I'll be leaning more towards the Sunday or maybe Saturday into Sunday. I'm thinking maybe I want the bug catching to be optional. I know there isn't a bug catching related goal, but that is 10 slots. The reason why I'd opt to go for 21, 27 over the Lapras is you are going to fight a lot of trainers throughout this, especially if you are going to commit to defeat 8 trainers in Lighthouse and stuff like that. So, and you're going off in that direction. So I think you could run into the Lapras, but with it being 20 TMs, I can see the flip side of you could randomly bump into a TM 21 or 27 on your 20 TM journey.
Well, firstly, that's quite funny. The pins is the Pokemon when it's on the card, but second of all, so you're correct. It is the correct time is Saturday to Sunday because you're going to fight a lot of trainers. But if 8 trainers in Lighthouse was not on the card, it would be more valid to do Friday and hope to pick up TM 21 or 27. So if there is a goal that involves trainers, then it is more likely you should go for the Lapras than go for TM.
Yeah. So we're seeing some Pokemon now.
Well, I saw Dragonite.
I saw Dragonite. I think that's going to be a clear choice. It is on the card, so that would be a nice start to the goal. And it's a
Dragon type is on the card, okay.
Yeah, so you've got a Dragonite, which is a very, very potential strong Pokemon right off the bat.
Okay, so the last time I remember Snorms racing a Dragonite, I'm not kidding you, it was facing me in a tournament match. He kicked me out in the first round. It had Drill Peck, Earthquake, Mega Punch.
Oh, that's a set.
And I lost by 15 seconds.
Oh, that's close. So, chat's pointed out that both our runners have gone for different days. Zaz has gone for the Saturday and Snorms has gone for the Thursday.
I can tell you actually why Snorms has gone Thursday. Snorms actually believes that there is more likelihood to pick up 10, 21, 27 then defeat a Lapras, which in theory, it's about the same. It is actually extremely close. But both races, I want to point this out, we do know that both races have chosen a day that technically is not needed for this card.
Yes.
Because both of them want bug catching. Now, I think the reason why they've gone bug catching is because there is 7 normal types. I generally believe that's the reason. Because 7 normal types, that's going to take a little while, but having 3 balls to face something is pretty good.
Yeah, I think something else that they might opt to do is they might just do the bug catching, look for a couple of counters, pick up the TM, and just get the quick out.
That is another thing, yeah.
Because there is a TM in the bug catching. So I'm trying to see the moveset. I've seen a jump kick, and I've seen a dynamic punch.
It has Thunder Punch. I don't think it's dynamic. I thought it was
Oh,
Thunder.
okay, fair.
It's a very long name.
Yeah.
Wait, was there... Lapras is in the better spot, yes. What's happened to Azza's stream? Was that a stream?
We will switch to
I'll do it.
audio. I've just done it. We'll move on. Oh, okay, he's back. He's back up. It's fine.
That was a bit weird. Now, Rhyhorn.
With a jump kick, I don't think there's going to be too much problem with that.
If there is a teleport in Persian, I would not fly skip.
Oh, I'm not brave enough to venture into the route of fly skip.
Oh, you don't want to go there. When you go there, you never come back. No, this card is not fly skippable. The main reason why is defeat eight trainers in Lighthouse. Like that itself really means that you're really going out your way to do fly skip, because you've got to go to the Lighthouse town. You've got to pick up strength and defeat the 8 trainers and then teleport back. That is such a waste of time. Don't do it. There is very few goals. I think there's like only 4 goals in the entire game that I would say forces the player to get fly in some way, shape, or form. And 8 trainers in Lighthouse is one of them. You're right. Sometimes you do need luck. Also, DVs also don't help. Like, for example, we know Zaz's attack is actually awfully low compared to Snorms because the male-female, which, for people who don't know, if a Pokemon is meant to be both genders, a female nature is worse than a male gender for the attack stat. If it's a pure female or a pure male Pokemon, then the stats are random. But a stat normally determines the gender of a Pokemon. Yeah, no, that's not the problem. Is you're going to Olivine to do a goal that you don't really want to do until you have fly, because you really. The problem is you need to be able to beat all 8 trainers without healing, and that's not easy to do. You normally do half of them, go and finish fly, and then battle the rest of them when you come back. It's to speed up process.
So it looks like Snorms has opted to potentially switch into Feraligatr that had Crab Hammer and Stomp.
I think the reason why he has done that, he might check this out, but I think the reason why he's done that, as weird as it sounds, is his Dragonite is really good, but it's really slow to level. At least with Feraligatr, you will be a little bit faster leveling up.
Oh, that NPC does not want to give Zaz that space.
Yeah, we are sorry about the pink versus red. We sort of had to rush this because the bot went down. So
So winning at the moment, I think they're more or less level pegging. We won't really get a real feel until we see the level 9 maybe. It might troll one of our runners. So we might get, at the moment, just by pure story progression, Snorms is a little bit further ahead as they've just beaten the trainer and going up.
I am very shocked he hasn't checked the Aerodactyl. He knows its moveset. He knows it's got at least double kick, which is a really good move. Oh god, that thing has thunder. I think he won't fight any more of those.
No. Slash, it's not a bad move. It's got a high crit.
Oh, yeah, that's better than Stomp. Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? Well, Dragonite's a pseudo-legendary, so I forget. I would bet it's maybe because he just doesn't like the coverage that... No, because he's checking Crab Hammer.
So a thought process there may be that because Dragonite has a ×4 weakness to ice, seeing any special attack with an ice beam could cause some issues. So maybe they don't want the idea of having that ×4 weakness.
Snorms, if I remember correctly, the way Snorms looks at these races is he purely looks at the moveset. So he most likely just some reason does not like the moveset on the Dragonite.
We do see a Haunter, which is on the card, so that's a nice find.
It's actually on the card. Oh wait, is it on the card? I thought Ghost type was on the card, but it's not. But yeah, Haunter itself is on the card. Wait, I thought it had Thunder Punch. Maybe it has Dynamic Punch.
It might have been Dynamic Punch.
Water normal isn't perfect neutral coverage. I guess, but it's on a Feraligatr.
Oh, he did see the Haunter using Sandstorm, which is a Rock type move. So that's going to be nice info for Zaz to keep a note of. That whatever he caught, whether it's the Graveler, the Haunter, or the Machoke, it's got a Rock move, and that's a nice find.
Oh, it is Dynamic Punch. Okay, I thought it was Thunder Punch. Then yeah, it would make sense non-switching from it.
Right, so we get to see the level 9 on Zaz's side.
It's a Seeking.
It's a Seeking.
Or its Japanese name, Neptune.
Oh.
Which logically makes sense. I also love how he can protect against the sky attack it's doing. That's quite
big
cute.
Brain. It's very big brain. I love it.
And the Dragonite beat the Seeking. Smoke screen. Ouch.
It's not what you want to see. You kind of want to see something a little bit better.
Well, I will admit, he did try to run the Houndoom, but it sort of died. So it seems like Snorms has also beaten the 9.
Yeah, they're pretty much level at this stage. Snorms has got the advantage of that extra goal that had the Haunter that had 2 goals for him. So he's got that slight advantage at this moment, but still very early pickings.
And the Raikou having Pedal Dance for the Feraligatr. Ouch.
Oh my, not a problem for the Feraligatr. Getting that high roll on that second Crab Hammer.
And Murray? The poor little sheep doesn't know what's coming. Oh man, it's faster than the Dragonite when it uses E-Speed. My favourite thing to do with Seeking is teach it Soak and then Soak a Ninja, with the Seeking having its hidden ability. That is Hoppit. Sadly, Skiploom / Flaffy's not on this card. So even though both trainers have the info, it's not needed. And there's a Smeargle. Again, not on the card, sadly. That was a very uneventful Falconer's gym.
I think the runners will appreciate that. nothing too scary. Managed to get out of that very quickly.
Like, the only thing that was scary for the Croconaw was... trying to get it was the legendary.
Yeah, the Power Dance Raikou. We did see the TM, it was Fury Cutter. Probably not going to teach it. I mean, 20 TMs is on the list and it is a corner goal, so they might want to prioritize that. But yeah, Fury Cutter isn't a great move.
Yeah, so I think if I'm right in saying, on average you can use up to 2 TMs, depending on how you want to do it. And I don't think Fury Cutter would be one of those TMs.
No, definitely not.
Like, the sad bit is, Zaz might want to learn it. Just because he would Ghost Walled him. But then also, like, 3/4 of the ghost types resist Buzz. So... awkward.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what the Union Cave TM holds for us. That might be a bit of a better option.
So this is interesting. Zaz is picking up the items, whereas Snorms is not. And I'm actually on Snorms' side right now. Like, the only thing that really might matter is soft sands. Like, charcoal won't take too long to get. And they're the only 2 items on the card.
So, and also you've got to stop saying Pokemon evolving 4 times, so you might want to do that in conjunction with soft sand. Oh,
Exactly.
we do see a Charmeleon, which I believe is on the card. It is, as part of row 5, so that's a good little find. Oh,
he was lucky.
Saw that whirlwind then. I'd be... What did he have? What was the other? I'd be tempted to Master Ball here, just in case that whirlwind...
I didn't see what it was. So, you say this is one of the few times where you want TMs to be bad. Weirdly, even though 20 different TMs is on the card, you don't want them to actually be all bad, as weird as it sounds, because you can still teach up to 2. You might want to change to Zams.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you can teach 2 TMs without needing to worry too much. So it is something to... Oh, that is a really good fish.
That is a good fish.
I just realised both trainers did not go and do Flash. Flash matters because of 4 non-TM non-damaging. He sketched Jump Kick, no! No, because if he didn't sketch that, he could have had 4 non-TM non-damaging.
Yeah.
Because he did level up to learn a move, and even though every Pokemon starts from a level up move, it could easily just not have a damaging move. Snorms did lag, yeah. He is now unlagged, but we'll wait until he beats the 14 before we switch back to his Ronyu, because we normally do the leader, but I want to make sure Snorms' hiccups are gone a bit before we... Oh, he hit the...
I hit this trainer more times than I wish to admit. The amount of times I try to rush it and it always catches me.
So, I love that somehow this trainer loves me a lot, because I never hit him unless he's on the card with the 10 Pokemaniacs, or if he actually has something on the card. Even if it's something like very vague, like a rock type move, he's always had it. So, like, as long as he's hit me, if I've hit him because of like controller issues, then he doesn't have anything. But if he hits me, oh yeah, he has something.
Oh yeah. So we're seeing the Ivysaur causing a little bit of problems over on Snorm's side with that counter, but it looks like it's not too much trouble.
Another sketch user.
Everyone's sketching today.
This run's also given a decent amount of money as well, because they've just got calcium. Zaz has a iron, a calcium, and like that's a lot of, and 2 fire stones, which you do not need. What's the stone evolution on this card?
It is a Cloyster or Starmie.
Okay. Ah, Fratigator gonna kill its young off.
Without any trouble as well.
And you still had to hit it twice.
Right, so we're now coming up to the 14. A trainer that can cause some trouble.
I don't. I'm sad to say that I don't think Poliwag's going to cause too much issues. Like, even a Kinesis isn't that big.
Die in one hit. Alright, so that is the 14 out the way, so he'll be able to go straight to the gym now.
Yep, do you want to swap to his
Yeah,
one
I'll
again?
swatch. So we do see him picking up the TM and dropping off the white acorn. We do have 5 types of Pokeballs on there, so he is ensuring that future goal later on.
So, which trainer do you hit in the gym? For people who don't know, twins are very special. In normal gameplay, they would have a Pokemon each, and then whichever one you face, they would just lead with that one. However, because they are technically 2 trainers, if you choose left, you actually miss out on the right info and vice versa. Which one do you hit?
I go default with left, but I sometimes mix it up. I had a practice run the other day with Dragovian, one of my friends, and we both opted for the left, and I had a Chansey and a Blissey. That was some just shy of 3k experience for our Pokemon on that particular day, so...
Yeah, no, I normally actually choose left if I'm behind, right if I'm ahead. If I feel like I'm ahead. Or, like, on par. Because left is obviously going to be a little bit slower by a couple of seconds. So if I'm already behind, I guess I'll take the extra 2 seconds to go on the other side to get more info.
Yeah. So we're now heading into Bugsy. Let's see what they've got in store for us today.
Okay, serious thing, I thought Bugsy was a girl. When I was a child.
Yes. Same.
Well, that's a Coffin into a Stantler. Stantler with Splash. That's actually something Snorms might want to keep his eye on because that is a non-damaging move.
Paris.
Paris is on the card. Above Dragon type.
So it is, so that's nice info.
No, Bugsy is a boy. It doesn't help that I'm pretty sure, like Ash, they had Bugsy voiced as a girl in the anime. I don't know why, but I think that's the case. To be fair, it's actually pretty cool that Bugsy sort of looks like a girl and a guy because it's just... It doesn't matter on this gender, right? Gender... This Dragonite's just learned cross chop.
That's a big move.
Any ghost type, and he's in trouble. But
yeah,
he doesn't need to worry about ghost types.
You know, it'd be fine. You still got Fury Cutter. I didn't see what the other TM was.
It was a non-damaging move.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure it was non-damaging. Did Silver have a Rhydon and a Rhyhorn?
Something Rhyhorn.
I know the rival would have Rhyhorn, but it should be a Rhydon at Rival 4.
I'll have to keep an eye out on Zaz's screen when he gets to face Rival 2.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Silver had both.
Wow. Really like that Rhyhorn so much he found the Rhydon on it on his journey.
Yep.
So I see the other TM was Thunder on, which is
Was it?
bad.
Yeah. So it doesn't really help.
I wonder if Zaz would be tempted by it though, just to get Ghost Locked to unlock himself from that situation.
I don't think he's going to worry about it right now because
No.
he hasn't seen any, and to be fair, we haven't seen any from any other trainers, so there's a small chance that by the time he because we're going to be in Goldenrod soon, so there's 3 TMs there that you can instantly get every single time.
Yeah, that's very true.
Look, I'm the only one that makes the puns around here. I got told off by Garth yesterday because I made too many puns.
I have to give it all to you. I can't pun. I'm terrible at it.
Wait, I don't believe it. Believe it. Sorry, believe it.
Believe it.
Believe it or not, that was the pun I used on stream last time. Okay, Snorms is doing bug catching here. Now, remember this, guys. Any Pokemon you find here will not show up on the dex unless they're in a different slot. And there is 10 encounters. I'm sure if I'm Snorms here that he's going to try to find a normal type.
I haven't really seen any normal types being caught at the moment from either.
No, so normal type and poison type is a bit weird. You don't really bother catching them until later on. Because 7 is like a weird number of... It's not too many, but it's just enough to be annoying.
Yeah.
Like... Look, I'll write you a sorry letter next time, okay, Garth? Okay, I was about to say, it's the Typhlosion. Okay, so yeah, he's just doing no normal types. But foreign Pokemon, that's 40% of the Pokemon. There's most likely no normal type here.
47.
Wait a second. Okay, so no joke, I saw that on Twitter a while ago, and I posted in a Discord, and the whole Discord got mad at me because that doesn't make sense to people, and it's like, no, it does make sense.
It does still make sense. It's very true. Looks like it's frozen on Snorm's side again.
That sucks. We know at least what the TM is.
We do know. We're very.
Oh, there we
very,
go.
Yay.
Yeah, it seems like I think it might be something to do with Twitch's side because both Zam and Snorms has had some lag issues. So I think it's more Twitch's side that's causing the problem. I know. I wanted to be even more trolly than I could ever be, Garth. That's why people come to. Oh, that's a shoulder. That is a yes. Back to serious talk here.
Ooh.
And Snorms found a Charmeleon on the random trainer that you have to fight next to the cut tree.
So that's quite good info for Snorms.
Especially that's the one Zam found.
Yes. But finding that shoulder is going to be good.
Yeah, that is a really good thing for Zam. This is again what you shouldn't. So I personally don't repel in the forest for the first part getting cut. I repel afterwards. Just because there is sometimes a good amount of Pokemon. If you see like 3 or 4 Pokemon, then repel. But by the time, like, you lose very little time, and no one normally has a repel off here, so it's like people won't know where you got it as such.
It's always quite a tricky one because you're...
Okay, look. If I pronounce Zaz's name the way I want to pronounce it, it would not be PG friendly. Because like I can't pronounce it correctly, and neither can my partner.
Yeah.
So
we're both in trouble.
His name is Zam. We are so deeply sorry. He is an awesome racer. I've actually commentated his races before. No, his name means something in Spanish, apparently. Last time I spoke to him about it. So I think I legitimately did the exact same thing last time. I was like, did you mind calling you Zam this whole race?
It's interesting about the repelling, because I struggle to try and work out when I shouldn't repel, because like if you get a few encounters that could lead to something good, but if you find nothing, that's still info, because at least you know you haven't found anything, but each encounter's like 20-30 seconds.
So the moral of the rule is, and this breaks my heart, the second you get repels after the first gym, you should use them. I am an advocate for don't use repels, but that is the logical thing. Now, if you think you can be lucky, like part lucky like me, part be below my luck by a little bit or about my luck, then sure, you should not repel. But you normally need to, what's the word I'm for? You need to sort of like realize that you're going to lose time, but you're going to gain time if you are lucky. And that's the problem, is a lot of people struggle with the people that do skip repel. Like the good players will never skip repels, and that's fine. But the players that like go, shouldn't I? They always struggle on the timing as such. Like for example, I don't spray a repel after my repel runs out in the basement of Union, but the second I'm out of the basement, I repel again.
Yeah, it's trying to work out if you've only got a few steps to go. You know, you can go, oh, maybe I get that quick encounter, maybe not. I've seen people who just don't repel until they get the first encounter, and then they go, right, I've had my first encounter, then I'll repel and just take it from there.
Okay, well, Snorms has got the plain badge. There was a Dragonite and apparently an Articanine, which the Articanine was going out for blood, which
yeah,
was pretty powerful. That was lock on for a cutie like me. I guess that makes sense. You would want to lock on with your web, like, because I'm sad to say this. If she was in the real world, we all know she'd be that person that does a lot of selfies, right? Right? She would be that kind of person, the way she acts and everything. Not saying selfies aren't bad, but she gives that vibe. And lock-on would make sense, because you want to make sure you got the best angle and all the other stuff. It would, like, I would love to see what people would, like, with just the dial of text that you get from the characters and, like, random TM moves, what the character could look like as such. Because the TMs are meant to represent their personalities, right? So, like, having a lock-on Whitney would be like a selfie girl, but then if you have lock-on Faulkner, he would be more like a bird watcher instead of a bird collector.
We just need a booming ball. That's not very random. Sacred Fire is a good find, though. No, he chooses not to learn it.
He doesn't need it.
Probably doesn't. But I think it's still quite a nice move to have if you're needing something.
I don't know what other moves he. Oh, Azaz found the Hunter. Now, the one thing that we need to point out is that there's a small chance it doesn't have Sandstorm anymore, because it would have learned one move. I think his next move is actually 15.
It is definitely possible. So,
but he will actually check this out, because logic will dictate that he would. He came with a tiny mushroom. Nope, there it is.
Ooh, still has it, so
just barely.
Ooh, just barely.
Okay, I was gonna say, has he marked it? The thing is, Snorms has got to assume that he just found Hunter in a random spot, not actually went back.
Yeah.
But he could have thought he went back to drop off Kenya for TMs.
That's true. That is. Some people have done that. I think I
will always do it because unless it's on the Pokemon's on the card, it is so annoying to have a Pokemon on your team that has a male.
Yeah,
I will get rid of that thing as soon as I can. So Zaz is going to find out that Whitney has taken his advice, which is awkward because I don't think Zaz has a way to deal with a level 20 Dragon Knight, but at the same time, Dragon Knight may not have an answer for the Dragon Knight. So
this could be an interesting matchup.
The biggest irony is if it is Articuno at the level 18, there's a small chance the Dragon Knight will be level 20 when he gets to win.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait a second, a Komodo girl having a Flareon? What kind of rando?
Ooh. False rando.
Yeah.
Seen a Voltorb using self-destruct, seeing a Flareon, a Komodo girl. What is happening today?
Oh, Articuno has Zap Cannon. That's okay, he got lucky. Woo!
So I don't think... Ooh.
Oh, it is level 20!
Does get level 20, just... Here we go, the Battle of the Dragonites.
Quillfish is on the card. With Thunder, ouch! Yeah, Headbutt is the only way that Dragonite went down.
Yeah, that Headbutt was a good play to teach that. You can, once you've picked up some of the field TMs, like Headbutt in Sweet Scent, they will appear in the marked. So it's not that's a safe TM to teach if you need that Headbutt, because you can just buy it again later on.
I was a little bit shocked that Zaz did not go and check TMs. Like Snorms, that makes sense. He's fine with He's fine with his Twister, water move and normal move, but I was a little bit shocked Zaz didn't check the...
I feel like I'd have the money.
Was that the thing that knocked out? Freliger, I thought Freliger was struggling on the Dragonite. Alright, anyone want to place what the bromers are? Well, we're asking if you guys remember. Well, we won't hear them yet. So if anyone in chat wants to guess what the bromers are, I'm guessing one of them will be. Wait, someone's coming to me. Apon.
Ooh, could you imagine?
There's a Marie. Marie with Giga Drain. Ow!
So the Voltorb just used conversion into a normal type. That counts, right?
So many things like that sort of are really weird. For example, in theory, in the logical race, if you mimic a rock type move, you have to mark rock type move as long as you are still in that battle, but the second you are out of that battle, you must unmark it, because that is by the rules.
Yeah.
It's so weird when like that stuff happens. Okay, we've got some guesses here. We have Pikachu, Dugtrio, Skarmory. We have Politoed, Pidgey, Zapdos, Dratini. We've got a lot of interesting choices here.
I'm gonna go for Ellie-Kid because I just want Ellie-Kid.
Garth says that it came to him as a dream once. All right, we're gonna
here we go.
Quiet for the cries. Was one of those Zapdos?
I think it was a Zapdos. I mean...
Crazy! You're not meant to actually get the right answer.
I mean, I'd be very tempted to try and find that right now.
Snorms won't. You're right, a lot of people will, like even some of the good players. Snorms is actually one of the very few advocates of not bothering for the level 40. If he finds it naturally, then he will take it, but he won't go out his way for it. Okay, apparently the answers were Sneasel, Zapdos, and Jumpluff.
I'm happy that I was like, oh, I think it's a Zapdos. I'm getting better. I'll take it.
There's only one cry I can always get. I have struggled with every other cry in the game.
Oh, skip through.
Except, actually, no, I guess there's now 3 in theory. So, Pikachu, because Pikachu says Pikachu now in its new generations.
Yeah.
Mawile, because it's Mawile. Why would you not want to know Mawile's cry? And Jinxes, because by the time it's finished, a day's already gone. So. Yeah. G, Pikachu, and Mawile.
Yeah, Jinx is definitely one of those calls that stands out. I think Octillery is another one. I think it's the Longo cries that stands out to me because it's just like, it's so long.
Yes, this race is being broadcast on Espanol, so if you guys would like to listen to the Spanish side. Yeah, but Mewtwo's, I think Mewtwo cry pairs with someone almost. I think it's, oh no, that's Charles and Ron. I think there is a cry pair with Mewtwo. I can't remember what it was though. That's the problem. A lot of Pokemon have like 2, like sort of weird cries. Also, Zaz, because he picked up all those items, actually has 5 different types of balls. Yeah. So that's pretty big. Yes, Parasect. There we go. So yeah, so if you hear a Mewtwo cry, it's possible to be a No, it's Parasect. It's Parasect. Paris is shorter. I think Paris would make some sense as well, but Paris is shorter than Parasect. And Mewtwo's cry is also quite long. It feels like longer the name of the Pokemon is, with the exception of a select few, the longer the cry is. Jinx is obviously an exception, but like Typhlosion. That's a distinctively long cry.
We now see Morty with the Jinx. We speak and we shall receive.
Apparently we spoke it into existence. We are sorry, Snorms
Sorry.
and Zaz. We did not mean to speak it in the race. With what goals we have right now, and the info we have seen, what do you think you would go for right now?
Oh, it's a tough one because we don't really have a. The only one that you probably could go do now is column 4, but that because Sand is free, TM 2127 is free. The 4 non-damaging moves can be free if you're catching a few Pokemon in between anyway, and if you're journeying, and the journey up to Tin Tower is also on there. I'd like to say as soon as you get like all we need is some info on like an Apo and Heracross, and that TLBR looks quite nice with the soft sand and TM10.
Okay, that was a bit weird. Sorry to cut you off there. Sorry. Staggered past the last, so that means Cortalass is not on his path. Just want to point that out. He paused for a second there and did not fight at last. So that either means he is not comfortable on finding Fear and Noctowl, or he's not confident enough on
Roll 4 is
the last right now.
I'm more wondering whether it's a case of Roll 4 is looking a bit sketchy at the moment with the TM goal that you are collecting 20 TMs, so the chances of you finding 420 is quite likely. But that's 2 potential goals you might just be outright locked from.
That's true, but at the same time, like, it's good for row 5, right?
Yeah, column 5, yeah, absolutely.
Garth does bring up a good point. He could have just forgot.
Yes, like, we could just speculate the big brain plays, but yeah.
These are both really good players, guys. These
Absolutely.
I would they like. I want to point out, Snorms is about to get maybe a sub 50 chuck. Like that is not something you scoff at.
No, absolutely not.
And Zaz is most likely going to get a sub-hour chuck. Like, that's how quick these players are. Like, this is why this is the matchup everyone wanted to watch in our community, but obviously because they're American, they're really asleep right now. But most of them, Garth is he's one of the racers. Garth, you're still in this, right? As a match competitor.
Off is still in.
Or I can't remember if he... I lucked myself into mine.
And I've been very impressed with all our runners in the winners brackets. I've been looking at some of the times, and they're very good. They're very fast. Like there's a lot of around the 130. There's a few in the 120s. I did a quick little average, and the average time of winner bracket races at the moment is around about 1 hour and 30 minutes, which is very
exactly the time that my opponent got against me in the first round of this. I finished 6 minutes later.
So yeah, we're seeing some very knowledgeable players who can make these quick decisions and figure out where their routes are. I think at this stage I'm looking at this card and going, well, what's my route? What have I seen? Like, I think at this stage
there's another Jinx. Oh no, there's a Jinx.
Yeah, we're still seeing that Jinx is out to haunt us. I think I'd probably go all the way up to what am I thinking? Get TM10, get the shiny, and maybe go for 10 towers straight away, because there isn't really anything that's jumping out as a clear path at the moment. And in that case, I'd be more thinking maybe I should do those longer goals first, or maybe I go straight to the lighthouse, fight those 8 trainers, get some information that might determine what my path is.
I personally think 8 trainers in Lighthouse is in a weirdly better spot than Tin Tower is. Even though Tin Tower is in a diagonal, like right now, the only thing Tin Tower can technically give them is the road, right? Because the column we haven't seen any non-damaging Pokemon, and the diagonal needs. Oh wait, is that the Roma?
That is the Roma!
He's
Master Balling straight in. But we do also see a Heracross on Storm's side. That's also huge, because that means TLBR becomes very doable.
Oh yes, definitely, and that would definitely make Lighthouse even more viable. Wait, why is he going? Oh, because it deposited itself.
Yeah, definitely gonna check that out.
Robot, what do you mean, robot? Are we roboting?
I'm hoping not.
I'm hoping not as well.
We're going to see the Zapdos now. Thunder Punch. Crunch.
He got lucky. Did you see its third move?
I didn't see a third move.
No. So it was like literally the first move was Crunch, the fourth move was Thunder Punch, its third move was Explosion. So he actually was lucky for the Master Ball.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, he could have easily blown up, and that would have been sad. Wow, that's big, you know. By explosion.
You know what the weirdest bit is now? Zaz is going to be able to rush this now, because it's better than Dragonite. It's not going to struggle against any of the trainers in Lighthouse.
It does make things a lot easier, and Storms has finished with Chuck in 46 minutes.
Yeah, I would like to point out, Zaz now getting there, he will most likely not get a sub-hour Chuck. He will most likely do Lighthouse now. But if he didn't do Lighthouse, he would get a sub-hour Chuck, almost certainly.
Wow, I can't believe you got that Roma. That's big. I saw the Zapdos. I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh, it's level 40.
Well, I saw him use a repel, and he got a first encounter Pokemon. I was like, that's a Roma. Which one is it?
Oh, and there's
Okay,
there's
So, funny story, no joke. That happened to me last race as well, where I fought that trainer and instantly got a phone call, and I was like, really? You're going to do this, lass? Like, it was less than 2 minutes, I just battled you.
Why are you calling me already?
I meant to call you!
This is not how it's meant to work.
We're not in a relationship.
I mean, I think I'd be tempted to call the last straight away just to delete the number. Yes, it gives away positioning.
The problem is menuing. Like, you don't really want to make more menus if you can help it.
That's why I'd be tempted to do it like he's an Olivine now. He's done some shopping. He's picked up strength. He's teaching now. I think while I'm in that menu, I'd probably want to do it then.
On average, people do it in the In average, people go and do it in the fly menu. That's how people normally do it. Alright, and Storms has now revealed to Zaz where he is. Yeah, Dunsparce, Wobbuffet, Giraffe is on the card, and that is not a shiny Duo. It's just literally had the what's the Tummins touch, something like that. People in chat might know the there's a guy that, like, if he touches him, it turns into gold.
It is a normal type. That's cool.
It is a normal type, so it is on the card to a degree, but
what level does it evolve at?
36.
Oh, is it that high? Oh, that's
it is a relatively high poke. That is a Stantler. Oh, has he marked it? Okay.
Wait.
Zaz is. I don't know if we should mark that or not. Technically, Zaz did see that.
What? I sort of missed.
Its 4 moves are all normal. People forget Razor Wind is actually a normal type move. 31.
So
Midas touch. Garth, should we mark 4 moves sharing its type? Leave it? Okay. Yeah, so for people who don't know, Razor Wind is actually a normal type move. The only reason why people don't think it's a normal type move, and it's hilarious, is it's Razor Wind. It's about wind. So people think, oh, it must be a flying type. But its Japanese name is actually something else. It's just translated as Razor Wind in our language, so that's actually why Splash is not a water type move. Because Splash in Japanese is hop or flop, which isn't a water thing. It's just a thing that happens. Oh, I know a lot of random facts. I try and make sure it links to the. Oh, that is. Oh my god. That is 4 moves sharing its type, and it has 4 non-TM non-damaging. That. Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, he's taking it.
That Dodrio. That Dodrio is pretty good. A Dodrio had 4 normal type moves, didn't it? Did anyone see what moves? It had False Swipe. Yeah, False Swipe is no, but it has 4 moves sharing its type.
Yeah.
Right? There's 3 normal types.
And you could and you could overteach the false swipe for Flash, so that still keeps the normal.
Yeah, but he should have marked it by now. If oh, he's lucky with the Heracross being on this side of Dark Cave. Oh, sorry, I meant 4 moves sharing its type. Both both races have 4 moves sharing its type due to the Stantler, and they both checked the moveset and neither of them marked it. Unless I'm missing something, maybe I didn't see a move. I don't know. I'm 90% sure both of them had 4 moves sharing its type. There is a good chance that neither notices on the card because there's a lot of 4s on this card. Stop the same Pokemon evolving 4 times, 4 non-TM, non-damaging moves.
Zaz also done at 52 minutes with Chuck, so...
Yeah, so I was right, it's about hour. I thought it was going to be Lighthouse.
Looks like we're going to do some dexing.
Oh, that too. Yeah, you could easily overlook it. I don't think I've ever missed a goal unless it was by, like... I think I've only ever missed a goal, like, when it was a Shuck. When it was the Sudowoodo. I think that's the only time I've ever missed an actual goal. But I marked it almost instantly. That is the charcoal for Zaz. Oh, he found an Ivysaur instead of the Charmeleon. That's really good for him. Oh, he's calling right now if you want the truth. There we go.
Oh, and delete.
And he did delete it. There would be no real point to delete it because it's already called you once, but it makes sense, I guess.
I know one of these runners, I have seen a Hoot-Hoot on someone's party, but I can't recall who.
On a party?
On the party, I think it's the Kenya. I think the Kenya is a Hoot-Hoot.
No, the Kenya was a... Wait, Kenya was a Hoot-Hoot? That would explain why... That's why Snorms took off the menu. So yeah, it might be a Hoot-Hoot.
I do remember seeing it, because I do remember...
These two races are... I would say in the top 5 races. Like these players are really good. They are crazy good. Snorms, I have raced against Snorms before in and out of tournament. But my god. He is really good. These are really good players. Like, the thing that makes it really interesting nowadays is, what people don't realise is, back in the day when people were doing quite well timing, was they were using... we weren't allowed to use bike early. We actually had to go and pick it up. Not only did you waste 20 seconds to pick up the bike, but you also spent another... 2 gyms without the bike? 2 and a bit gyms without the bike? So you lost tons of time.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice quality of life. Hey, we see the Heracross. He was definitely in there for some time. The Tentacle doesn't help as water and poison types aren't on the card today.
Could have came with an item though. Did he check moveset?
He did not check moveset.
Then there's a small chance that the moveset's good. Man, this Heracross is not happy.
1 in 3 is a lie.
It's always a lie. It's never true. 10%'s never real either.
Hey!
There we go!
Oh, and Zaz runs into a Noctowl.
Oh, this is good. That is really good for Zaz.
So that really opens
with
up...
Stat Peck! Maybe he will actually do 4 moves sharing his type with it. Leer, okay.
There's 2.
That's 2, yeah.
You've got Fly and Cut, so you could teach those 2 moves. There you go.
Crunch, okay, so you would have to at least teach one of them.
Yeah, so so Storms has picked up the XP share, and it is attaching it
So the
to the Kenya. So I think the Kenya was a Hoot Hoot.
Yeah. It's so weird to me that like Hoot Hoot looks like pretty cool design, and then you get to Noctowl and you go, it just looks like an owl. Does it make sense? Like you have this awesome designed Pokemon, and then you just have this owl.
So Zaz is still picking up items. I'm thinking he really does not want to go fight those 3 trainers for Soft Sand.
Extremely possible. Especially now he doesn't need to evolve the Hoot Hoot.
Yeah, so that gives... You can do column 5.
I do like Noctowl myself. It's quite funny that you had this awesome design first stage bird Pokemon. When it evolves, it just turns generic. Sorry about that. What's Storm doing right now? Is he defeating the trainers in Lighthouse?
Could be. I was looking on Zaz's screen at the time before this fight happened. We'll see in a second.
I think that's where he is.
Oh, he's getting the lastest number.
Oh, the lastest number. Okay, so he might just probably skipped over it and noticed it when Zaz marked it.
Yeah. So we still haven't found 4 or 20. We haven't seen our Lapras either, so one of these runners may have to do a clock reset if defeat a Lapras is on the card, and I can't remember who picked which
It was
days.
Zaz. Zaz picked Saturday.
Right. Of course, because he picked up TM21, 27 for... Yes. Come on, NJ, pick up on these things.
It's fine, it's fine.
Use your brain, it's fine.
No, we don't have to use our brain, this is Pokemon. Like, look how basic the story is. We don't use brains for Pokemon.
22.
TM22! Yes, it was a shiny Dodu. Wait. Is Garth calling her in the cave? Okay, no, outside of stuff. Well, I was about to say, how are you calling someone from a well? Actually, why? I just realised. Why would you have a cave in a well? Isn't a well meant to have water in? So therefore, you should be swimming there. Shouldn't it have been a diveable spot?
Theories. Alright, looks
You're not
like
racing? Did I say Garth? I think I said Garth said about the day. If I said you, sorry. Okay, Snorms is going to go and get Soft Sands. Zaz is going to pick up the TM. Or is he going to find Paris? Oh, he's found in Paris. Oh, okay, so Paris is on the bottom floor.
It does make sense to go for the Soft Sand at this stage. It does give you a line. It will be I think this will be the first line of the race as well once he gets that Soft Sand.
Yes, it will be. So far, as weird as it sounds, at this current moment, both racers have the same info. Both of them had Cloister info, Shelter info. Both of them had the Heracross info. So there is no goal that one person can't get that the other one can't get either. Because obviously the Hoot Hoot.
We have seen the Quillfish as well. The only thing we haven't seen is a Fortress or Octillery. So that column 5 rule 4.
Or a Lapras.
Or a Lapras. So that's still a bit... It's got
There's the Paris!
And we still haven't got the TM4 or 20, so that 4 is a bit... Rule 4 is a bit on the ouch side at the moment. But Paris is like, no, I want to stay. I want to stay in this burnt tower, please. Oh, no, there we go.
I'm shocked it wants to stay in the burnt tower when it is quad weak to fire. That's a bit questionable, Paris. I feel like you need to learn that you don't want to be in a place where there's a lot of fire.
So we saw Zaz counting TMs. I think I counted 18, but...
Noctowl learnt fly, so is he now going to mark or move?
Yeah.
It is. I would go back in the VOD and find out if the standard did actually have full moon shown its entirety. And there's the soft sands.
So where do you go from here?
Zaz is picking up TM50 and maybe Heracross Pincer. I don't. The Heracross. Oh, he's getting the experience share.
Does he need it? Oh, yes. No. Oh, to stop the 4 Pokemon evolving.
Is that really needed though for him?
At this stage, I'd be declined to go down that route. If that's the thought process, without having TM 420, it is a bit for Fortress Auxiliary info. You could stop forward to finish column 1. I mean, we do have Quillfish info, so that is possible.
Zaz is checking the basement TM.
It's a bit big.
44. Now, the next place I would personally check is Rocket Hideout.
That's one I always forget about.
Okay, so I was right. Okay, like as you said, Garth, it is a mistake. It's an easy mistake. It's just something that it's a question to ask if they just like skimmed over it or. So I thought, fun fact, I thought escape rope, not escape rope, I thought super repels and repels, if they stopped you while doing ice, then it would actually stop you right then and there instead of letting you carry on. It doesn't work like that. That would be such a good speedrun strat though. Making your repel run out perfect time so you can go to the other destination. Oh, I was supposed to say, why is he going here? He's checking the TM.
Really wants to do that.
There is 4 TMs in the whole game that cannot be checked without water.
It's TM4!
Cool. TM4, there we go, okay. That is really good for him. But I have a sinking feeling that Zaz is playing without that being on his path. I was a bit confused for a second. Why is Snorms going this way? It's
to go for the Lapras.
I'm going to laugh if Lapras is a Lapras. Or Macargo, because, you know, why is Macargo in the middle of water? That's Fearow info. That could be something Snorms finds if he wants. If he can evolve this thing. That lady there is really rude. That's unexpected! It's an Onyx!
It's a Crystal Onyx.
It's not
water.
Crystal.
Oh,
One day I would love to see Crystal Onyx in a game.
I would love that to be a real thing.
I just thought to use the pun because Garth is still there. And other people might love the puns as well. So that is Soft Sand obtained. Snorms is going to clock reset right now. He forgot to check his ID and number. Ouch. There was an argument one day for us to actually put time, like the actual time thing, as a you just have to do the code to allow, not even type in the password, just do the button presses. We sense against that.
Fair enough. So Zaz looks like it's going to go up Tin Tower.
Very interesting. See, the problem with this card is you're going to have to do Tin Tower or Lighthouse. Snorms most probably will do Lighthouse.
Counted 18? Or was that 19? I need to double check that.
What, how many TMs Snorms has?
Yeah, I think I counted 18 or 19, and he did just buy an extra TM and mark the goal.
I believe Snorms would know the count.
Let me just...
Snorm's now going to go find that Paris. He's going to find out it's on the bottom floor. He doesn't need the TM, so... Oh, there's another Jinx! No!
We have definitely cursed it, haven't we?
The irony is we jinxed the race to allow jinxes to exist. Yeah, that's a rock type move. A Jigglypuff.
Okay, yeah, it was 19 TMs plus the one they just bought.
Okay. There's been a really unluckiness where even after buying all the TMs, someone still had to go and get the Sunny Day TM because all the other TMs were repeats. Okay, Snorms is struggling here. And it is a jump off, so yeah.
Yeah, good shouts. Chatter on it.
Snorms is he has stabbed Rupek. What was I gonna say? Snorms is trying his hardest to find this. This Paris is more elusive.
Paris is maybe Zaz got the only Paris in existence in Burnt Tower.
The real question is, the real question is, how does a Paris or Parasect learn TMs like Sacred Fire? How do they use Sacred Fire?
I don't know. How do they use Secret Fire?
I'm asking you. I don't know. Chat, how would a Paris or a Parasect use Sacred Fire?
We do see a Blissey, so I think Zaz will opt to catch that.
Yeah, he is catching it. Snorms is getting really unlucky here. I don't think it's the 10%, I think it's the 15%. Just because, as Zaz did find it relatively fast, right? He found like in third Sweet Scent, so it's not got to be the rare unless he got really lucky. Hi, Mewtwo!
Oh,
wait a second, so Mewtwo, instead of being in the unknown dungeon, is here instead? Okay. Well, yeah, I know, but that's logic one. That's a logic one, right? We're meaning illogical randomized versions.
So what paths do we think we've got here? So
we know
that TM non-damaging moves is very doable because I think the Stantler had 4. No, it had 3, I believe, and False Swipe. So they would need to get Flash.
See, I have a single feeling that neither of them are going to do that. Because the reason why I have neither of them going to do that is because they could have done that with 4 moves showing its type.
Yeah. and they opted to just focus on that eventually, even though they both had it early.
This race is.
It's getting close.
It's not. Well, it is close, but that's not. It's close, but it's like awkward close. It's like both races are like in a really. There's the Paris. It's like in a really good. They're in a really good time. They've got a really good pace, but it's like there is so long goals right now. It's a bit hard for them.
I mean, would you be tempted to check the?
Oh, Zaz never picked up the Kenya. You might have found that awkward. That's a new move to see. Not picking up.
I believe this is TM19 plus TM50, so that'll be his 20th TM.
What? Wait, TM19? Where's TM?
Sorry, I meant he's got 19 TMs.
Oh, okay.
This should give him the 20.
Okay, I was like.
Sorry, I know
I
that was.
thought you meant TM05 for a second. I was like.
Sorry, poor wording.
My commentator power trying to get me confused, guys.
NJ can't be trusted.
Yep.
Ooh,
oh god!
Found that very quickly.
Zaz is pulling a Tomo here. No offense to him. He got lucky with the Paris and the Venom and the now the Heracross. Snorms spent what?
This
8
gives
encounters?
him 4 rows.
Yeah, he spent quite a while there.
Oh, what does this mean? All he needs now is 4 non-damaging moves, right? And you're done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not going for that though. What is he going for?
4 non-damaging moves. I would literally storm up.
You're right. The right path now is literally going for non-TM, non-damaging. But no, he can't. Because wasn't it the Kenya that had non-damaging, or was it the Shucky? Because I don't think he picked up Shucky, did he? Because he just got rid of the.
That's true.
I don't think he can do non-damaging anymore.
We'd have to double ask him to see whether he still has the Stantler or not. So if that's the case, then if Zaz's clock resetting for the Lapras now, what's the path? That in 7 types? Or do you think you can guess where the TM20 is? TM4, TM20 is? Okay, so he's opting, going straight for that Lapras.
Oh, sorry, I've been pressing the wrong button. I think he will do Rollout and Lapras. I've been pressing Enter instead of Delete.
Okay.
Clock reset. How many normal types? Actually, yes, Snorms might be close to normal types. Oh!
Wow, you don't even have to go that far. That's hilarious.
Oh, yeah, no. Zaz is fine-tuned his inner Tomo.
Yeah. So, okay, so he is sweet scenting, so I think it looks like he's going to go for 7 normal types. I haven't got.
The problem with 7 normal types is it's going to take so long.
Now let's see how many he's got. He only
Oh!
has 6!
Oh,
Ooh.
this is
1.
Is
that
there we
it?
go. That
There it is.
That would be his last. This was a nail biter.
And with that catch, when he catches it, that's GG.
On Snorms' side, we're seeing Firo using Payday. Fun fact, Firo learnt Payday via an event.
Oh, that Igglybuff is like, nope, nope.
I want to stay in the water. Let me splash some more. This is. I don't know how close this is gonna be, but because here's the thing: what people ain't realizing is Snorms just has to get to the top of Tin Tower and then evolve this the Starmie Cloister, right?
Yeah, that's it. That'll give him 2 rows.
There we
That'll give
go.
him a win.
GG. That is 5 bingos. That is row 1, row 2, row 5, column 5, and the diagonal.
And do we have an official race time?
Sorry, I just did the tracker to press done on Zaz's side.
Ah.
I didn't like, I had it open, and then the 1 second I look away, I accidentally closed it, and I was like, not the tab, just like undid it. I was like, uh-oh, I need to mark it quickly.
Cool. Zaz has just shown the TMs. He did have 20.
Okay. Well, it's good that he showed it without us needing to ask.
$1:16. What? It's a very, very good time. And it changed so quickly. Such a good skills presented here by our runners today.
Alright, he is here. Yeah, 1:16 is crazy fast for this type of race.
There were some potentially quite lengthy goals, like Lighthouse, climbing up Tin Tower, 7 normal types if you don't commit to that early enough. It looks like Snorms has opted to forfeit and not finish.
You said he forfeited, correct?
Yeah, he's no longer continuing the timer summon reset.
I was making sure that I made sure it was a forfeit, not a thing. Now we get, because the thing is, he this is gonna be a really interesting question. Do you want to ask them or do you want me to ask them?
You may go ahead.
Okay.
Welcome.
Commiseration, Snorms. This was, oh man, this race was so close. You guys were so fast, and you guys were just so good, and we were like on the edges of our seats. A question to ask both of you. Did both of you realize that your standards had 4 normal type moves from Shaki?
I saw 3 and it wasn't going to be my path, so I didn't go back and check.
Fair enough.
I don't think I even checked the moves. I just checked what it was.
Also, the Kenya, we think it was the Kenya anyway, actually only had false swipe as a damaging move. So
Yeah, I was aware.
Okay, you was okay. Well, no, as actually just literally picked up Kenya and then flew to drop it off.
Yeah, because I forgot to. Yeah, I forgot.
That's why I changed the mail.
Yeah, anyway, but yeah, no, that like you both chose different days, which was actually pretty cool. Zaz, you chose Saturday, whereas Snorms chose Thursday. You both then clock reset for the other day, but lucky for Zaz, he didn't use Repel to get to the Lapras, and he found a generic Lapras on the first floor. So he didn't have to go and get the fake Lapras in the basement.
Like, is that really that lucky? I mean, I had already clock reset anyway.
Oh yeah, you did. Well,
Yeah.
we were actually shocked because we thought you guys didn't have that many normal types. We thought 3, maybe 4, but when you checked, it was like 6, and was like, what? Oh god.
Yeah, I was keeping count, but just to make sure.
Yeah, no, it makes sense if you keep count. I struggle keeping count of that, but anyway. So you both took the Dragonite, obviously. One of you two ran it. I forgot which one of you two ran it for a bit. It was you, Zaz, right?
What the
Dragonite.
The Dragonite.
Yeah, you then switched to the Roamer by. I love how you repelled, and then like you stepped one patch of the grass, and Jay's like, "Oh, did he not use a repel?" I said, "No, he did."
I did.
And then I saw the 40.
I just
level
master ball.
40 Zapdos.
Master ball the Thunder Punch level 40 Zapdos immediately.
You master ball it instantly. You didn't even bother checking its move, and it was the right move because it had explosion.
Could you imagine if it exploded on you? That would have been so devastating.
Oh, that would have been.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking, if I don't Master Ball this Zapdos immediately, it's going to do horrible things to me.
Oh, yes.
So, I mean, and I already left the Pokeball, the Apricorn in Kurt's house, so it wasn't a big deal to use the Master Ball.
Yeah. Snorms, you found a Feraligatr with Crabhammer, Stomp, and it learnt Slash.
Yep.
May I ask why you didn't teach Sacred Fire at the time?
PP issues for Ecrutig mainly, and I
Fair
already
enough.
had perfect coverage. So.
Yeah. Someone did say that in chat that it was perfect coverage anyway, with just normal water.
So what were your general thoughts then about this run going into it? Looking at the card, it looked like it was quite going to be a potentially tricky one to navigate, especially when the info wasn't really coming at the beginning of the game. But as soon as you hit into cleanup, it just flew by. It was mesmerizing to watch.
Yeah,
It's
there was
hard to
barely
compete when every play goal takes you 7 minutes.
Yeah, no, you got so unlucky, Snorms. Zaz found the Paris
first encounter. I'm salty about that.
and he found the Paris second encounter.
Yeah, that's so fucked.
Yeah, it was very bad.
Also, the Shelter was pretty useful and stuff like that. But we had Shelter info. I mean, pretty much everything I found along the way, we ended up have info later. With the Noctowl as well. But I mean, it's nice to just find it's one less thing you have to look for. But yeah, when Snorrs marked like hidden power, I was thinking, wow, I didn't think I was falling behind by that much, because I didn't even get to Cyanwood at that point.
You both finished Chuck sub-hour. That is not slow. It's just that Snorms did it was. I think there was no more than 5 minutes in for Fly. By the way, like it was that close. You did a sub-hour. I think it was like 53 or something like that, and Snorms did 48 or something like that, if I remember correctly. I could be remembering correctly, but it wasn't. You guys. I'm going to say now that almost no other racer in this tournament could have got. Well, that was one of the quickest ones in a race like this. Like both racers getting sub 50, sub hour Chuck, and what the end result was 116. And Snorms most probably could finish within 10 minutes ish, right?
I mean, probably not even that.
Yeah.
Where was
It'd take me like 3 minutes to finish. I just need to go to the ninth floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do you already have the stone evolution, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I just need a moonstone in the ninth floor.
Okay.
Where was TM4 20, by the way? Like Ice Path or something like that? Rocket Hideout?
Yeah, Dark Cave.
Oh, Dark Cave. All right. Yeah, I didn't even went all the way there. So I guess that's where I saved a little bit of time. It's not going through the Ice Path.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's all the questions we have for you, Zaz. If you would like to go to the other stream right now, if you would like.
Yep. Thanks a lot for the restream and commentary. And GG to Snorms. It was a nerve-wracking race. Good luck on your following matches.
GG.
Yeah, so this was a really close race. Like, as people in chat would say, we had so many what's what I'm for? We had so many Like, it was so close between you two. We also, someone actually guessed one of the roamers. That was quite fun. Someone guessed Zapdos as one of the roamers.
Did you know that the Roman was a Zapdos, by any chance?
I think
Yeah, it was
right.
what? Sneasel, Zapdos, and Jumpluff.
Yes.
God, you're all geniuses. I can't go.
No, they're not geniuses. They're just really better than both of us combined.
Did it tempt you at all to maybe go for the 40?
Oh, yeah, not really.
Fair enough.
Any questions you want to ask us, Snorms, about this race?
Not really. I don't know. The game didn't even give me a chance, to be honest. But
No, the game, you finished first in Fly, and then the ROM was like, dude, you're going too fast. We're sorry. We're just gonna have to slow your progress, and it slowed you down. You found 8 out of 10 encounters when going for the Heracross. It was 12 sweet cents for the. I would say I think the Paris was a 15%, by the way. Not a.
It was my last slot, and it was 20 plus sweet cents.
Okay, yeah. So this was a extremely like the ROM was like no kind of thing, which is so upsetting when that happens. Like
That's bingo. So like,
yeah, it's gonna happen.
It's 10% skill and 90% luck. Let's be real.
Yeah, so this what was actually a little bit shocking that a lot of the TMs sucked. Right? Normally you got a decent one here or there, but like I think Thunder's the only good TM we saw. Like none of them were really great TMs. As someone said, you do want that, but you can still teach one or two if you really need to. Endo, do you have anything else to say?
Yeah, no. Considering how close it was like a joy to watch. So it was very entertaining.
This is going to
take
be
some
one.
solace.
This is going to be the one where people are going to like. I'm pretty sure almost all the bingo community that is like the fast people will want to rewatch this race because this race was. This race was quicker than cooking meals in some cases. Like this was crazy speed. Like if Snorms didn't do forfeit, this race would have been finished within 1 hour 20 minutes. Right? Both races finished, done, dusted. Doesn't need to do anything else. Right? Like that's how crazy fast this race was. And like the race, like the only gold info they didn't really get is Fortress Artillery, right?
Yeah.
Like we didn't. You know, actually, I just realized we didn't even see Remoraid or Pinecone, did we?
Definitely didn't see a Pineco.
So
Can't remember.
that means, in theory, they couldn't even like evolve it if they really wanted to. Though you wouldn't want to evolve it, I'm going to say that now. Unless it's a Roma, you don't want to evolve a Fortress or an Auxiliary. Do not highly suggest against it. Yeah, no, you know, actually I just realised. Zaz and Snorms would not have wasted a single goal.
It looked very proficient.
Efficient.
Efficient.
That is how races work. These races work. Like the professional races like these will not waste a goal unless it is quite literally forced upon them. Like they have to be forced to waste a goal. Like having the starter be a dark type, and dark never comes on the path. Like. I've even known some races that are just so adamant they don't waste goals. They will force to change their path to make sure they don't waste a goal. That is how crazy it can be. But yeah, I don't think we saw it. Like, the problem was, like, none of the Pokemon in the race, like, could be really, like, super great. Like, sure, the Feraligatr was really good, and the Dragonite apparently worked until Zapdos showed up, but there was nothing, like, mind-blowing, if that makes sense. Like, it was all decently good Pokemon with a decently too good moveset. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we didn't really see anything that was like
Screams
like
out
T-Ball, Ice
yeah.
Beam, Flamethrower, Earthquake. We didn't get to see some of those OP moves on any
the
of the
good OG overpowering moves. Like Crabhammer, I think, was the only strongest non-HM move we saw, right? Oh, Thunder, I guess, but like they just ran like they ran the averagely good moveset with an averagely good Pokemon.
So we still have another 2 races happening today. One
really?
is at 11 a.m. EDT, and then another one at 1 p.m.
Right.
EDT.
Are
11
you,
a.m.
are you sure on those times?
I've got them down as 11 a.m. and 1 p.m.
Well, no, because I'm pretty sure both those times have gone now.
EDT. So, not BST. So Eastern time.
So the oh yeah, sorry, yes, I'm seeing it now. Yes, yeah, 11 and 1.
Yeah.
And then
So
we-
the next race is in just over an hour and a half, just under an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, something like that. And it's going to be on SpeedGaming Free for people who want to watch that. And that is Friend of Mr. Golem 120 versus Easton N8. Which, Easton's a good player. He's really good. I've never heard of Friend of Mr. Golem. Then it's you versus
It is me.
Dylan on the same race channel. So that's going to be interesting.
Yep, so if you want more of your Pokemon fix,
Who doesn't want their Pokemon fix? Like, come
from
on.
an hour and a half, you're going to get about up to 4 hours worth of it from these 2 races.
Like, the best thing is you don't even. It's not like even. It's like telly. You don't even have to change the channel. Like, you could just literally wait there after the race is done, and you're solid. Like, because you've got a solid around 4 hours ish of just nothing but Pokemon. Who won't want to watch that?
I think we can wrap up. Unless there's any final comments.
We are now able to wrap up if we want. So thank you to our racers, Snorms, Zaz, and thank you to my commentator, NJ, and myself.
Yeah, so it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, like I said, the next race is in a couple of hours, in an hour and a bit. So go over there if you want to see it, and we will finish here. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, take care, everyone.